So this is a steering column, and today I will be installing this piece on the 991 GT3. This thing is made out of, well, it's not made out of, it's covered in leather, and it has the white, or I should say silver stitching on there. You can get this in red as well. And I guess the only reason you're going to do this is for aesthetics. It matches your other leather pieces. Installation wise, so just to get an idea how it works before we go and attack it. So you can see here there's a little clip right here, anchor. This slides in into a little piece that they have right here. Okay, little tabs right here. So I guess what we're going to do on the vehicle, it's going to be sitting like that. And then there's also tabs right here on the sides, and these have little edges that clip in there. So if you push it forward, it unclips. From my understanding, I didn't want to clip it in there and unclip it, but the other piece on the car I'll be removing. If it breaks, it worked, no big deal. Okay, and then what else? It has two screw holes right down there. Two screw holes. So the screw holes come up here. And I'm not sure what kind of screw they are, I'll find out, but you're going to need definitely there's no socket wrenches going in here, so it's going to be a very thin screwdriver. I assume it's going to be like a Torx bit or something. It's not going to be Phillips usually, and that's it. So yeah, just go in here. So we're going to undo the screws and stick your hand from the side, and we're going to go lift up, push and lift up, and hopefully this unclips, and then they'll come off, hopefully without too much struggle. I don't really see anything else on here other than the two bolts, and it's just basically held on by these two clips. It's just kind of crazy, but I guess that's just how it's done. There's a reason why would you want to remove yours? Well, it could be for this purpose, or maybe there's some rattling or something you want to address to some pads. But I mean, this is a piece of plastic and with some leather on there. I guess you could cover your own with leather of your choosing, but it just seems like a lot of work. I picked this up relatively, I can't say cheap, but it is what it is. Let's get it done. Okay, here we are. So under here you will find two bolts, and they're T20s. You'll need something like this. Okay, T20, and then there's another bolt right here, and that's for the column adjuster, and this piece of plastic has to come off so that this thing can slide down. So I did do the bolts, and now we're going to see how we're going to unclip it. I do see a little slot in the front there. I wonder if that's what's gonna, yeah, you can see it. You can probably press something in there without scratching it and lifting that up. I'm gonna try that. And here it is, popped up. I just pressed on it through that hole and this came right out. Now unclip those two, whatever those things are. And then this part, I believe, is gonna just come down once I release that this part right here, and that should be it. Okay, so it appears that there's two bolts on each side right here. You see those bolts? I didn't know they're there, so you're gonna have to undo that by twisting the steering wheel in a certain direction. And that was it, and you can see the difference. Just those two bolts on the side, and it basically dropped down. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that for a second, but I'm going to have to unclip the little, get the top part off, and then I should just be able to reinstall it pretty easy, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you the final result once I'm done. Okay, another thing I just want to pinpoint, there's this piece right here that's attached. You see those little clips, little ledges on there? This like fake leather piece attaches to it. It creates a one piece, so you have to very carefully start from one corner and press those pins so they slide out without breaking into the plastic there, because you see that those little ledges on them clip into the top piece right here, and these edges right here. they go inside these. So you have to kind of like press them with your finger. Don't use anything sharp or anything that can damage anything. Just you wear some gloves and put some pressure in, and pop those out carefully from the sides and going in one direction without breaking anything. I think that's probably the hardest part of doing this. Here's the final result. A little pain in the ass. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's hard to say. Depends how much you pay for it, but it adds a little bit to the styling. But be very careful when you're doing it.